Right, this is the only moment of the year that I have any real power, and that's because until I finish talking, the aperitif on the terrace in the glorious sunshine can't begin. So the only thing standing between you and the celebration is me. And so I have no intention of abusing this immense power, you'll be glad to know, so I'm going to be rather brief. So dear students of the MIDS class of 2024-25, now since you arrived a year ago in Geneva to pursue your studies, the world has taken a rather drastic turn for the worse. I don't put the blame entirely on your shoulders. But as I hope, as you now embark on the next phase of your career, you will give some thought to what you can do to protect and enhance the principle that makes your careers possible. And that principle, of course, is the rule of law. If enough countries decide that they can do without the rule of law, then the institutions that underpin the practice of international dispute settlement will also give way, and we will all become redundant. Now, that extreme scenario is rather unlikely, but what is likely, indeed what's happening right now, is that cracks are appearing in the system. So international courts are becoming more politicized, states are withdrawing support for critical international institutions, governments are taking measures that are hostile to arbitration, national courts are interfering more and more with ongoing arbitrations. Arbitrators are subjected to intimidation tactics by many firms. Ethical standards in the legal profession are being eroded, and the list can go on and on and on. Now, every student of history knows what happens when the rule of law breaks down, and it's very simple. Violence steps in to fill the void. Now, it's rather remarkable, you've all read the papers, I'm sure, it's rather remarkable how quickly things have deteriorated over the course of the last year. And we should be asking the hard questions as to what unleashed these forces that are so hostile to the rule of law. A chap by the name of Frédéric Bastiat was a French liberal economist and parliamentarian who lived in the first half of the 19th century. And he said this: the worst thing that can happen to a good cause is it's not to be skillfully attacked, but to be ineptly defended. And I think it's fair to say that the legal profession has ineptly defended the system for the international dispute resolution. And this has left it vulnerable to attack. And why is that so? Well, you've heard it already. It's pretty straightforward. Instead of promoting values at the heart of the system of international dispute resolution, the legal profession has become distracted by its potential to make a ton of money. So where do you fit into all this? Well, you don't actually have to be heroes to make a difference. You just have to see yourselves as being more important than mere service providers for hire. You have to see yourselves, first and foremost, as ambassadors for the rule of law. So being a brilliant cross-examiner, being a rainmaker for your firm, a guru on investment law, an arbitrator always in demand, a trusted advisor to multinational companies or to governments, all these things have to be secondary to your first loyalty, which is to the rule of law. Congratulations, once again, on rising to the challenge of the MIDS. You've got everything you need now to make a success of your careers, and you have every reason and no further obstacle to celebrating that upstairs with a drink. So a round of final applause to the class of 2000.